And there's the bell to start the round. And that jab just missed with the left hand. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Right hook catching air. It is standing room only. Every seat has been sold in this amazing theater.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. The hook scores.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Jab does not score. Missing with the hook. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. I guess showboating is part of their plan. This has been a very competitive round between these two. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Just trying to break your concentration. Don't fall for it.
Good looking jab. You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones and now. They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. He takes a step back, recalibrates himself, and here we go again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. That jab won't score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Nice hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. As we enter the final frame. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety, and they're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Get your mind on the job.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones. And we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Both men step back for just a moment.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last. And there's the bell to start the round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting.
Don't let it get in your head. That's it. Stick to what you're doing.
So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Do you believe what we're seeing? He's dominating him, and he's going to let him know all about it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice counter punch right up the... Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Come on, suck it up, suck it up.
Jim, all your training you've done, all your sacrifices you've done.
Cox and breathe. Listen to me, you're not tired. You're acting
Out there now and just box him. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to bomb him out and tire yourself out even more. Just have a small round. Go out there, box him, get your breath back, and then we'll go again the round after.
tired at all. You get your second win back.
They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Skill being displayed here between these two middleweights.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. The straight right just misses.
He's just trying to break your concentration. Don't fall for
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot lands. That hook was off target. Nice exchange here from both men. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
Do your business.
Frazier being much more selective with his punches. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Joe Frazier shocked Muhammad Ali in their first fight, but then, of course, Ali came back and won their second and third fights. Can Frazier equal things up here in this one?
They've got to get it right the third time through. Ali had a punch to fire out of Frazier. Ali was known to be said that it's the closest to death he's ever been in the ring with Frazier. Frazier just did so much. He wouldn't let go, but Ali, he pulled it off again. These boys are gonna do it again for a fourth time. Why? I know why the coaches don't want to do it, the family don't want to do it, but this is fighter's pride. This fight, again, this is what our history is made about.
You kind of like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice exchange here from both men. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Swing and a miss with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in, and Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and press until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee, just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. The left hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Always the smaller man in stature, but he's always got the biggest heart. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counterpunch. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell,
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward and box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Throws the uppercut but misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. You'd like to see more jabs. And he fails to score with that left hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the...
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Frazier's got to get inside.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, no, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is gonna have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's gonna be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Don't blink when you're watching Joe Frazier. He's got one-punch knockout power. Those counter punches have to hurt. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. You don't want to stand and trade with Smokin' Joe. Despite Frazier is in trouble again. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Down goes Frazier. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put...
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
He's nearly down. This kid ain't got no gas in the tank anymore.
And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
way through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
John, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Hard look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Anything. All right, breathe, focus, you'll be fine. Go on the end of the jab.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which fighter will say no mas? And he scores with the counter. Do you believe what we're seeing? Can they figure out the combination to this shape? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not many fighters want to stand and trade with Joe Frazier. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now
This is the beginning of the end for this legend.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Disaster averted, it seems. We continue, apparently hitting his opponent. That will do it. They want no more. They are going to surrender. No mas.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
Let's go. Let's do it.
shots, and every time he gets close, tie him up, grab hold of him. This next round, I just want you to go through the round. Just get through the...
Let's fight. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Listen to me. Are you okay?
You're making him lose focus. He's gonna make a mistake.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right? Breathe. Focus. Just get that oxygen back in your body. Come on, breathe. And relax. Breathe and relax. Right, okay.
How do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe, breathe, focus.
Round, don't worry about the knockout. Don't worry about the tough round.
Breathe, relax. Right, and this next round, I want you to get through the round.
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up. Grab on. This next round, I just want you...
Let's do it.
Back.
They ring the bell, and here we go. The straight right just misses. That hook doesn't score. That hook scores. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Nice hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These two were made for each other. Caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. And a round that seemed like we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Good counter punching. Nice exchange here from both men. You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more. Froch in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. What would you tell this guy? And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. These to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12. I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
And he fails to score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, Froch seeing cobwebs. Let's talk about Froch in that lap. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. Be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody...
Oh, Froch, we didn't see this coming. And finally, Carl Froch goes down. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them anxious. Will they get back into the mix again? I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Neither fighter willing to slow down. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant... Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Talk about Froch in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. They got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they do?
Oh, Froch seeing cobwebs.
Keep on top of him. Come on, Rev, stop the fight.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Pretty good start the first half of this round. Nice idea, and that hook lands.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again.
Crotch in trouble. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.